Well, Saudi Arabia also agreed to a substantial weapons deal with the US. Our White House correspondent Kimberly Halkett has more from Riyadh.
The U.S. president is trying to get $1 trillion in investments to create jobs in the United States and also to see that free flow of investments between the United States and Saudi Arabia. The Crown Prince said he was more likely to spend about $600 billion investing in U.S. defense, but already we've seen that number is moving upwards. We know already that there has been investment in artificial intelligence, something that Saudi Arabia is already very big in. We've heard that there will be autonomous vehicles driving in Saudi Arabia as early as 2025 this year, and Uber, the CEO of Uber, making that announcement. We also know that there is a $2 billion investment in infrastructure here in Saudi Arabia with U.S. firms. There's also been Google, Oracle, Salesforce, cutting-edge technology that is going to be invested in both countries to the tune of about $80 billion. And we also know that there's been a purchase of U.S. technology of more than $142 billion when it comes to a defense partnership. So that dollar figure is continuing to move up with the Saudis purchasing the kind of technology from the United States that Donald Trump is hoping to deliver on for the American people.
Robert Jordan is the former US ambassador to Saudi Arabia. He says President Trump's visit to Riyadh is viewed positively in the US.
We had a relationship with the Saudis since at least February of 1945. It's had its ups and downs, but it's generally been based on common interests, if not common values. I think we're now seeing a more personal element going into this, in which President Trump and the Crown Prince clearly like each other. They want to support each other, and I think that's a very useful diplomatic tool. In terms of the lifting of sanctions, it's unclear exactly what sanctions are being lifted. There are congressional sanctions that would require congressional approval, other kinds of sanctions. And so I think we need to wait and see exactly where we are on that. But generally speaking, I think it's quite positive to be lifting the sanctions and see if we can bring a greater sense of participation in the region into the equation here. I think making these deals has to be viewed as positive by most Americans. The other issues that are out there are very difficult issues: Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Ukraine, and so forth. And so the positive nature of the kinds of deals that are being made, I think, is generally viewed positively. But I will add that there's probably an amount of skepticism as to how real some of these deals are. We hear massive numbers of dollars involved in some of these, but we haven't always seen those come to fruition.
Imran Khan has a reaction from Damascus now on the lifting of sanctions.
Another historic night in a country that has seen many in the last 5 months. As soon as the news came out, people started to gather here in Umayyad Square. The lifting of the sanctions is a relief. The sanctions were brutal and crippling towards people. They decimated the economy. No money could get in, no money could get out. Now things are going to be different, and that's what these people are saying, that they are going to have a chance to get an economy, to get jobs, and this is welcome. Now, there are still issues to take into consideration. This isn't going to happen overnight, but try telling the people here that today they are very happy. Let's hear from a couple of them.
First, we want to thank the KSA and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And of course, we want to thank President Trump.
I love you, Trump. I love you. I love you.
And President Erdogan and Qatar, without forgetting, of course, President Ahmed al-Shara. Just look at the joy the people are feeling. Today, he is one of us, a president we're proud of.
We may disagree with Trump on a couple of things, but today he's made the right decision in lifting the sanctions. It needs a fresh start, Syria and the Syrian people as a whole.
The Syrian Foreign Ministry have issued the first official reaction, saying this is a chance to reset the relationship between America and Syria after years of war. They say that this will be built on mutual self-respect and shared interest. That idea of shared interest is, I hope, that American investment will come to Syria. Now, this is going to say, like I say, go on into the night. But the announcement has already been welcomed by regional partners like Lebanon, like Jordan, and also the Syrians been very, very clear to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as well. Imran Khan, Al Jazeera, Damascus.